Two Zionists go walk into a dentist's office. Oh, who's Dutch Trump about? Do you believe in him? Why is half the room saying no and half the room saying yes? Are you trying to get less tourism to Amsterdam? You don't do this to visitors. All right, now, those were my topics. Those were the ones I chose. But I sense this crowd has a lot of opinions. During my show, I always ask at some point, is there anything I didn't talk about tonight? Y'all would love for me to talk about anything. Weed in Amsterdam. Why did you get so annoyed at that? You're like, oh, why? Haven't tried it. Is it good? It's not. It's bad. So, sounds like most of you either don't know or don't want to admit it in front of your families. But it sounds like it's not great. Listen, if it was good, you would know it was good, okay? So it's not good. It is great. It's not good, it's great. What the is wrong with you guys? Are you guys all on it right now? Is that the problem that I'm having? Did you guys all collectively take one edible before you all just took like 3 edibles and you're like, let's see what happens. Let's see if the comedian makes sense. Asking you questions like, is it good? What's that? You just eat it? Is that what he said? Truffles. Truffles as in mushrooms. Okay. Those are good. Do you guys have truffles buried underground here? Where are they? Are they nearby? You can buy truffles in the store. Is it because they're locally harvested? Where do they come from? They're illegal. They're smuggled. It's legal. But where do they grow? Where do they grow? You don't know. So you just imported a bunch of truffles. And by truffles, you mean magic mushrooms? Okay. Are they even called truffles? Or are you with me? Okay. Are they called truffles? Why is half the room saying no and half the room saying yes? Okay? You don't do this to visitors. Are you trying to get less tourism to Amsterdam? Is that what you're trying to do? Magic mushroom is illegal.
But truffle, which is like the root of the mushroom, is legal.
I see. Is it like the stem? Is that what it is?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, see, finally you're telling the truth, or as Gen Z would say, no cap, right? So that's like the most genius thing I've done all tour. And so basically, so yes, because I guess the more potent part of the mushroom, that's illegal, but it's the same from the same exact mushroom. People are able to take the truffles, and I'm assuming it's like milder effects. Okay, so they just basically want you getting high, but not that high. But what happens if you take a ton of truffles? You're on your own. Who writes your laws? Who writes the laws here in Amsterdam? So your weed may or may not be good, and you have truffles, and you say those are good. The truffles are good, but the magic mushrooms, illegal. Don't talk about them. You can grow them yourself. Oh, well, I mean, obviously, I'm capable of growing mushrooms. But but you're saying that legally you can grow mushrooms yourself. So you can get spores, and then you can just go grow at home. But you can't do them. You can do them. You just can't buy them, and you can't sell them. So you can just yeah. So, got it. So basically, I see. So they're like, prove you're a farmer. They're like, prove you put the time in to get high. So you don't want tourists taking mushrooms here. Is basically what happens, because then your economy would be booming. Because they end up in the canals. Wouldn't that solve the tourism problem? Take their money and then their bodies wither. You know what I mean? Like, God, who's in charge of your laws here? They jump out of windows? Tourists jump out of windows because they get high and They can't hang, as they say. They can't hang. They can't hang. Okay. Well, yeah. But the locals for some reason have it together. They don't jump out of it. It's just the tourists. You go to other countries to do that. Weird. Okay. Well, I'm learning. What else? What else do you want me to talk about? Aliens. Let's do it. What's that? Pi, like the number? Cool. Aliens. Aliens pi at 9/11. Listen. Listen. Do you have something too? A Zionist at a dentist office? Sounds like the beginning of a real bad joke. Two Zionists go walk into a dentist's office. I don't understand. What is that? Is that just a very specific setup you want? Oh, you're a dentist and you work with Zionists. A hypothetical way? I don't understand, because you're like, maybe you can make a joke about a hypothetical Zionist at my office. Are you sure you don't know someone who you disagree with politically? Okay. It's a hard one. It's hard. Let's go back to the aliens. Let me at least try. Let me at least try to chew on it a little bit. Take a bite, you know. Huh? What was that? In Los Angeles? Are you from LA? Very suspicious they would bring that up. Don't jump out the window tonight. The political climate in Los Angeles, I mean, I'm not living in LA anymore, so I don't really know like what specifically is what specifically are you referring to? The homeless population. That's everywhere in America. I don't know if you know, that's literally in every city in the United States. It's not just LA. We have a very big homeless problem, which you guys don't seem to have as much of that here in Europe. What? Why is that? You say? Because of communism? Yo, you guys for sure have done a lot of truffles in your life. I've never felt like I've walked into a riddle. I'm still trying to think of a Zionist at a dentist office joke, and you guys talk about American taxes? And what? Dutch. Oh, who is Dutch Trump? Gilder? Wilders. What's the first name? Geert? Wilders. What, did I say it right? Wow, you're giving me credit for correct pronunciation? So you have a Dutch. It's a Dutch version of Trump. He recently won the elections. Did anybody try to shoot? You don't have guns. What's his main platform? He hates Muslims. He hates Islam. And then what's the percentage of Muslim population in the Netherlands? Percentage-wise, was that 5%? So he hates 5% of his constituents? He thinks they're the root of every single problem in the country. Just after talking to you guys for 20 minutes, I can conclude you have a lot of other problems that have nothing to do with Islam. And I'm not religious, I assure you. I'm not even religious, but I think all the things we talked about so far could be solved by Islam, to be honest. Don't take the magic mushrooms and jump out of windows. Okay, so you got a Dutch Trump, and they won recently? When? How long are the terms here? They coalesced the government. Oh, see, right. About a month ago, and now they're in full force. And what's their next move? What are they trying to do? They're trying to kick you guys out? Oh, okay. Oh, so it's Muslims' fault that you have homeless people? A housing problem. Well, a housing problem would result in homelessness, right? Are any of the homeless people Muslim? Are they? Is it proportional? Is it 5% of all the homeless Muslim? I don't think until we actually prove the demographics, I don't think that we could actually say one or the other. But interesting. So Muslims are tearing down people's houses. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, refugees. So there's more refugees coming in, and there's not enough wood to build new homes. So naturally, the Muslims are causing the homeless problem. Or it could be because you've made shrooms technically legal. Couple different theories. But okay, I get it. So 4 years, you have this Dutch Trump. They have a very, I guess, would you say conservative, reactionary, far right? Is it a far right government? Very far right government. Oh, his vice person? Is that what you? Is that the technical position? Hello, I am the president, and here's my vice person. Seems like you know as much about Dutch politics as I do. So if I can see, the vice guy. The vice guy. Okay. Interesting. So the vice person, well, you said is former Mossad? He was denied being a vice person because he has of his background in Mossad. Okay. I would say that's probably a good thing. So you guys are going through that. That's fun. Obviously, Amsterdam seems pretty diverse and, somewhat open-minded. I'm assuming as you leave the city, as you go off into the Netherlands, you have more far-right supporters, right? Is that what it is? You said no? You have a lot of left cities? So then where are all these people who support your... It's the villages. So sorry, let me clarify. After you leave this city, you go into the smaller cities, and then you go further to the villages. And then in the villages is where you find the far-right supporters. Yeah, not every country, but like I've noticed in Europe especially, because I was in Stockholm the other day, and I was like, well, I feel like I get a lot of love here in Sweden. And they're like, it's just here in Stockholm. And I was like, what? And they're like, we're not very proud of being Swedish. I'm like, what? Come on, you gotta be proud of where you're from. And then they're like, no, if the people who are proud of being Swedish were here, they wouldn't be here to see you. So I'm going to the villages next time. Going to the villages. Let's see what happens. What are they gonna do? Are there hate crimes here? Yes. You guys don't, see, none of you guys agree on anything. Actually, what's that? Really? So there are hate crimes here. 2 weeks ago. Wow, that's crazy. But you guys don't have guns. Hunters. Illegal. It's illegal. You have illegal guns and no legal guns. And you have legal and illegal knives. Okay? But legal fists. A lot of legal fists. Okay, interesting. So let's talk about aliens. I'm just kidding. We already were. That would have killed in the villages. I'm working on my next tour. Can't just perform in the cities for the rest of my life. I got to see where these far-right Dutches are at. These far-right Dutches. Aliens, person, do you believe in them? Do you have any, you ever seen one? Have there been any alien sightings here in the Netherlands? Wow, that sucks. The aliens are out there, but they haven't wanted to come here. Because they f***ing love my country. They love trailer parks. They love the state of New Mexico for some reason. They love people who are stoned out of their minds. So you would think, with all the marijuana and drugs here, you would see a lot of aliens, but you don't. I agree. I think they're real because, probabilistically, like, it's a big universe. So why wouldn't there be, right? Why wouldn't there be some other life form out there? I think the problem is, though, we always assume that aliens are going to look something like us, or that they're going to, whenever they like draw that stereotypical alien, it's always like he's green, tall, like bug-eyed, and like super skinny. Which is like super disrespectful. Like, what if they're like jacked? Like these aliens are jacked. They come down here, it's like, bro, I hit the gym. What are you doing? I believe there's aliens. I'm just waiting for them to finish laughing. It's the first time I heard laughter all night. I'm trying to enjoy it. Get it where you can. Get it where you can. Okay, give me one more topic. Boy, okay, slow down. Nobody say anything new. What was yours? There was one over here. Snoop Dogg at the Olympics? He went? Why? What, he just showed up and he's like, was he like rapping or was he? He's fishing? Wait, what? He's just supporting. He's getting paid. Oh, he lit the torch? What a world we live in now, where like when I was a kid, like Snoop Dogg lighting a joint was like taboo. And now they hire him to like light the most noteworthy, flammable thing in our world right now. And we're like, yeah. And then, okay, what'd you say over here? Oh. Are bicycles eventually going to go faster than cars? They already are? Or you mean they do in Amsterdam because your traffic sucks? Ha ha ha. You reeled me in, guys. You reeled me in. Yes, you're absolutely right. When I was mapping how long it was going to take for me to get to the venue tonight, it said 18 minutes by car, 15 minutes by bike. I was like, something wrong there. And you have really good bike paths. You're very bike friendly. What, not you, them? I wasn't talking to you specifically. I wasn't saying you are very bike friendly. Good job. I was talking about this whole, because I know Amsterdam, like you love bicycles, and there's also a lot of like sexual fluidity here. So I say you're bike curious. That's what I do, guys. That's what I do. Well, this set has been you guys have been great. It's been, for me, it's been like pulling teeth, like a Zionist at a dentist's office. And it really makes me miss the politics of Los Angeles, to be honest. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Thank you.